Today I went to Lidl, and as soon as I walked in, you had this stollen with marzipan for £3.99, and it was really, really heavy. Also for £4.49, you also had these 12 Christmas cupcakes. Great if you've got a birthday party around Christmas. Because my niece is around Christmas, that's really good. And you also got these 6 mince pies for £1.75 each. Also had these pigs in blankets, 10 or 12 of them. And you also had these honey and mustard pigs in blanket, which sounded really good. Over to the toys, you had a Peppa Pig wooden kitchen. If your child loves Peppa Pig, it was $44.99 with the app or $49.99 without the app. And then you had lots of sensory wooden toys. So you had magnetic mazes. You had other sensory things. Can't think what there was now. This counting sticks one. You also had this abacus one. I remember doing this at school all the time. And you also had the sort and stack sea creatures, which I thought was great for babies and toddlers. You had this doll's house, which was wonderful for little ones. And that was only $44.99 with the app or $49.99 without the app. So it's a 10% discount. I don't know how long that's lasting. So do go and check your local Lidl to see how long that is on for. Also had these puzzle pieces. They're great for little ones. They had the vehicle one, they had a jungle one, they also had a farm animal one as well. Great stocking filler, or great as a gift from a grandparent or an auntie or uncle. You also had these wooden play sets as well. If you have got a wooden kitchen, or you're getting a wooden kitchen for your little one this year, go into Lidl and have a look at all the wooden play sets. They were £8.09 each with the app. Without the app, £8.99. If you've got the kitchen, maybe friends or family, if they don't know what to get your little one, could go and get them a few play sets to go with the kitchen. They had afternoon tea, coffee set, crepe set, a cooking play set. Lots of different things. My nieces used to love it. They also had this big railway track as well. Again, $49.99. And this slide was $49.99 without the app. If it was with the app, it was a little bit cheaper. But I thought it was a really good price for that wooden slide. Also had this European train track and a worldwide train track. It wasn't $17.99. I think it was about £8 or £9. I'm not 100% sure. But you also had these mazes with the balls. Obviously I'm holding it upside down and then turning it around. Great sensory gift, or if you've got a SEND child, this would be really helpful for them as well. That was only £3.59 with the app. Peppa Pig wooden toys. There was a variety of Peppa Pig toys if your child loves Peppa Pig. And you also had this tell the time clock and puzzle. So great sensory gift. Learn to tell the time, do a puzzle, learn numbers. Fantastic. And this move the animal jungle pieces around as well. Again, great for little ones. Here's the wooden play kitchen. That's $44.99 with an app, or $49.99 without the app, which I thought was a really good price. And then you had some more wooden toys here, about $7.99 or $7.19, a little toolkit there. You had a play farm stable set as well. And you had these wooden light boxes too, which I thought was really good. I've not seen those before. And if you have got a kitchen, you could get these food pieces. There was 4 of them, and I think they were about £8 for the whole set. Again, you can have a till if they're going to have their own coffee shop. My nieces did that a lot. £8.09 with the app, $8.99 without the app. Even get a shopping bag with loads of shopping in as well. A great play set for little ones. And you could have a doll's house furniture garden set, and they also had a living room set, and they had more stuff as well. I just couldn't get to show you because it was getting a bit busy. You have the farm wooden train set. I think my son had that one as well, and the railway city express as well, if your child likes those kind of things. And then you had this dressing table and stool, which was only $35.99. Stitch and Angel cushions. They were $32 or $39.99. And if you know someone loves art, they have this whole art set for just under £30. These books were $1.99. They're scratch books. So you had Fairies and Elves, The Enchanted Forest. You had a Christmas one, and also had the Snow Queen, which I'm going to grab a couple for my nieces for Christmas and their birthdays. Also had for $4.99 lots of different activities, from the floor mat colouring to the Play-Doh set to the sponge art Spider-Man set as well. You could get this Paw Patrol make your own jewelry, and they also had one for Frozen as well. So you could make your own jewelry if your child likes Paw Patrol or Frozen. You also had in Lidl the Gabby Dollhouse one. I didn't realise they had that. I thought that was it. So you could paint your own mugs as well. They had Paw Patrol. They had Gabby Dollhouse, I think they had Frozen, and they also had Lilo and Stitch as well, but I think it was just a Stitch one, not Lilo. So I think they were $4.99 as well, so they're really good. These big, massive activity crayons, they were $6.99. It's got lots of crayons, drawings, colourings, and all that in there. Bluey toys, $14.99 each, lots of different ones. Magnetic set as well, and also had some Paw Patrol toys, so there's quite a lot in there. Walkie-talkies, Frozen, Paw Patrol and Spider-Man, they were $12.99 each. And then the Guess Who games of Gabby Dollhouse and Paw Patrol. You could Let's Meet Messi, Let's Meet Taylor Swift, Let's Meet Zendaya, and it also had Let's Meet Harry Styles. That noise you heard then was the dog sneezing. That's not my Alf, that's not my Robin, and that's not my Penguin. My boy had all of them when he was younger. And if you like to make your own model and paint, you've got this giant ship. You also had the Titanic you could make and paint as well. Or you had all these different cars as well, different styles of cars where you put them together and then you paint them, which was fantastic. I've not seen them for a very long time. Also had some Lego, some Minecraft Lego. They're about $12.99 each, so not too bad a price. And they had Ninjago, Lego, Harry Potter and Lego City, as well as some Duplo. Barbie dolls, they were $8.99 each. Also for $4.99, you had some Hot Wheel cars, all different ones. So each one was a different one, so you're not going to get the same one twice. And some Hot Wheel activity like toys as well. Barbie car, I had a Barbie car. I loved my Barbie car. $14.99, as well as the Hot Wheels trucks as well. Moving over to wrapping paper, these were 99 pence each. You had Santa and Christmas puddings, red and white snowflake, red and gold wrapping paper as well. All these were 99 pence. You had pine cones, and then you had some character ones. You had like Mickey Mouse and Disney ones. You also had Frozen, and I think you also had a Spider-Man one and a Stitch one as well. Was there a Spider-Man one? Yes, there was a Spider-Man one for 99p each. Moving over to some bedding, this was really fleecy and warm. They had them in single and double, and they were reversible, so $12.99 each. They were lovely. Also had them in white with red reindeers as well. In my Lidl, they only had single, but they might have double in yours. Polly Pockets. My Polly Pockets never looked like this. My Polly Pockets are better. And then these LOL dolls. No, don't know much about them. And whatever these are, I don't know much about these either, but you know, if your kid loves them. Also, this is a doll where you can paint and colour in her outfits. So I thought that was good for all the little girls that love crafts. And then you've got these little laptops. You had a Spider-Man one and a princess one. So rather than get an actual tablet if they're too young, you could just do that instead. And you had this Sea Dream Soother for little ones for the evening as well. Also, they were $24.99. Also had these water magic gift sets for $9.99. Guinness World Record books if you want that. And these little books with the wheels on the bus go round and round. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. My son had them when he was small. Also had these dolls here. They were $19.99. Lots of Funko Pops, different ones if your child loves Funko Pop. So you also had these dolls here, like zombie dolls. I don't really know what they are. I don't know what, and I have no idea what these are as well, but they're $9.99 if you like them. If you know, then good for you, but I have no idea what they are. These little LED tablet with flashcards, great for little ones to learn something new. They're great for stocking filler. And you had this T-Rex projector that protects your bedroom, which if you have someone that loves dinosaurs, they would love it. These Squishmallows, these are the owls. They were $9.99 each. You had lots of different ones of these. And then you had these torch projectors. This one had sea creatures on, and then this one had dinosaurs on. Again, great little stocking filler, $4.99 each. Pokemon Lego as well for $13.99. And then you also had lots of Paw Patrol teddies, mainly Sky, Marshall and Chase. They were $9.99 each. Also had Peppa Pig there too. And then you moved on to the Christmas Squishmallows, the smaller ones, so great for Christmas Eve box maybe, and some sea creature teddies as well. I don't know how much were, £15 I think. Some Bluey toys if your child loves Bluey. There's some plenty in Lidl as well as Pokemon, and Stitch toys as well. Also had some Stitch headphones too, if you wanted to get that. And then you had this Guess Who, like traditional Guess Who when I was a kid. Also had a dartboard, which I think my son wants. He wants a little dartboard to play with on the back of his door. Some train sets as well. And you also had Junior Cluedo. I've never played Cluedo, ever. 42, never played it. So is it worth going? And then you had the Traitors game as well for $17.99. They had more of these model cars and planes and lots of different vehicles. They also had tanks as well that you could put together and paint. And finally, over in the toys, we had the puzzles, Paw Patrol and Gabby Dollhouse, I think, was there. And then we move over to the Christmas stuff. So we're moving into candles. It was mulled wine and then vanilla. Didn't really think much of their candles, to be honest. Also had these Christmas cards. They were $1.29 each. Lots of different ones there. If you do send Christmas cards, they weren't too expensive. For 99p, you had all these bows and ribbons. Some were blue, pink and silver, or you can get more traditional colours if you wanted to. Some more Christmas cards here, different shapes, different sizes. And these were the only Christmas bag they had, the only one. The more wrapping paper, but this was $1.99, so I'm assuming you just get more of it with the price going up. And you had lots of different ribbon if you put ribbon on your presents. Do you put ribbon on your presents? I never do. Let me know if you do. Little snow globes, you got reindeers, you had the snowman, and you also had Father Christmas and a penguin as well. So if you want a snow globe. Then you had these window stickers. I think they were 99p each. You had all different ones, from snowflakes to the characters, to the reindeers, so whatever you wanted to do. You had more fun ones if your kids wanted them in their bedroom, and you had these window stickers as well if you wanted to put them up. I love this sleigh decoration, £2.49. They had the train as well if you just wanted some decorations in your house somewhere. The gonks, if you know by now, you know I don't like them, they're weird, but they were $5.99, bargain. And they had all different ones, the brown, the grey and the Christmassy one. They had these artificial holly balls. They're $9.99 each. And they also had this miniature Christmas tree that looks like it's had better days, which was $4.99 for that. And then you had these baubles just here. There was 5 in there altogether. I think they were $1.99. So I'd rather go to Poundland. For $19.99, you get this 5'11" Christmas tree. If you're on a really tight budget, you could get that. And for $4.99, you could get this nutcracker. So that's the nutcracker. You also had these LED real wax candles. You had 2 different kinds there if you wanted to get them. Much safer than having actual candles. They were $4.99 each. You could also get these little tea lights as well if you wanted to be a bit more safety conscious if you've got really small kids. And you had these candles. I like the glass, so once the candles burnt, you could reuse the glass. Massive candle here for $24.99. And then you just have basic lights there really for $7.99. I don't like these decorations. You know how I feel about them. They're not Christmas. Why pizza, burgers, hot dogs, chips at Christmas? Doesn't make no sense. Monopoly. You also had Connect 4 crackers, Monopoly crackers and traditional crackers. In the traditional ones, you had these items, which are, I find, useless. Let me know what you think. And then these ones here, the more kiddie ones, you had like activities, like spot the difference, word searches, Sudokus. I really like those ones. For $19.99, you could get this lovely LED star and then these decorative outdoor lights as well. The light up LED Christmas trees for $19.99 and an inflatable LED Christmas star as well for £15 in pink or in green. You also could get this wooden light house, Christmas house. I don't like the white wooden. I like the brown wooden ones. Some Christmas trees here, some miniature Christmas trees, maybe to put in the kitchen or if you're going to decorate your office, $5.99 each for those. And then these musical snow globes as well. They were only $4.99. They'd be nice to have somewhere in the house. You also had this Santa I don't get it. And this wreath with candles for $5.99 as well. Moving over to Christmas pajamas here. This was the men's. I didn't see the ladies. Maybe they sold out, but they did have the kids in the same style. So obviously family pajamas just here. So there's the boys and you had little girls, so younger ages, and you also had the men's. If you want to have a joke, get Lidl Christmas socks if you want to joke around, and the Lidl winter hat as well. You could also get jumpers, I think that's later. Nice warm fluffy socks to have on. You had all different kinds, Dachshund, Santa. So really nice warm socks. If you come in from the cold, pop them on, your feet will warm up lovely. There's the Lidl jumper if you want to take the mickey or you want to have some fun, $8.99. Or if you are serious to have a Lidl jumper, I'm sorry for offending. Moving on to Christmas jumpers, you had the Alf one and you had these ones for men, and they were only like $9.99 each, so not overly expensive. This lovely pink dress for women as well, so a nice Christmas dress, again only $9.99 for that. You also had an Alf jumper for women as well, and you had this I think it's a snowman. Is it a snowman? No, it's a dachshund jumper too. Or you had this for little kids. It's a musical one and it actually lights up. You had the boy one, but I don't know where it was. It wasn't in the pack. This one lights up and plays music. Or you could get this lovely knitted dress for someone too. For $1.99, there was a range of Christmas socks here. So you could get the dachshund ones and the stripy ones. You could just get some Christmas tree ones as well. And you could also get Santa ones, and you could get some gingerbread ones as well. So they were green with some gingerbread on if you want to get some Christmassy socks. If you don't want a jumper and want a hoodie, they're $9.99. You could get the green one, driving home for Christmas, or you could get the gingerbread one as well. So the hoodies are a much better option. Again, they still had some other Christmas jumpers for men too. Didn't have much for women in my Lidl, but they might have it in yours. Tinsel was only 99 pence in Lidl, but let's move on to some food and drink. So this is Irish cream. It was £4.47 for a bottle of Irish cream, and for $13.99 you could get a bottle of champagne. Now I don't drink alcohol, so lost on me, but not a bad price. Marzipan Stollen Bites, gingerbread cookies and gingerbread biscuits were $3.99 each. These were really big Santas, but again I don't see the point in them. Panettone, a chocolate chip panettone, quite a small one, or you could get a bigger one, a classic one as well. They had lots of those. Smarties, fruit pastels and Milky Bar, they were £1.19 each. Yes, they were. I just wasn't sure then. The Sweet Shop favourites, that was £4.39, as well as the Roses, the Heroes, and I think they had Celebrations. They were all £4.39 for the set. No, not Celebrations, Quality Street. They also had this tub of gummy sweets for, I think it was £3.99 for that. And they also had these Christmas Haribo time sweets, and they had the winter Wonderland or Heroes sweets as well. I had a Kinder Santa on his sleigh for £2.49, and lots of other Kinder ones, plain chocolate ones or ones with caramel in. They were all £2.50. Kinder Bueno eggs as well, £2.75. Or you had these ones if you wanted them. Malteser Christmas mix, Cadbury Snowball, Cadbury Little Robins, and the golden selection of Quality Street. And then you also had some Malteser gingerbread and plain Maltesers, Fox's classic biscuits and the luxury ones, and Twiglets and Cheddars. I hate Twiglets. Let me know if you like Twiglets or not. I'm a Marmite hater, so I hate them. Toblerone, white chocolate and milk chocolate. They're like £5 something, £4.95. And then you had the matchmakers as well. More Maltesers, you don't get much for your money anymore. And then the white chocolate ones from their Ferrero Rocher, as well as Ferrero Rocher. And that's like £8.75. Terry's chocolate orange. Ferrero Rocher never used to be that expensive, but now it's like crazy. You could get these little golden moment ones as well if you wanted those. They do look nice. After Eights. And then these Italian hard cheese and truffle crisps. Then you had cheddar and spiced onion chutney. And you also had baked camembert and hot honey. Vanilla and cinnamon flavoured chai latte and gingerbread flavoured chai latte. And then hot chocolate, white chocolate, and with cinnamon and chili powder. Baklava, never tried it, never had it, so let me know what it's like. And then a smoky hickory nut selection for £3.49 as well. But if you try baklava, is it worth trying? Turkish Delights, a luxury cracker selection for £3.79. You also had these cheese twists as well. But I make my own cheese twists because it's a little bit cheaper. And whatever these are, I've never heard of them. Palmiers, I've never heard of them. Let me know what they are. So I don't know what they are. And then you had nugget, white nugget with exotic fruit. And you also had a chocolate one as well, Belgian chocolate nugget too. Milk, white and dark chocolate, Belgian chocolate Florentines. And you also had these chocolate creams of all different flavours, orange, pink gin as well, and vanilla. Medjool dates. Do you have dates at Christmas? Let me know if you have dates at Christmas. We don't, but let me know if you do. £3.99. Caramel sticks, all butter caramel sticks, sound delicious. £1.69 for those. Also had this sticky toffee bomb as well, and you also had a chocolate orange one. A fig and almond cake piece. Don't know what that is. And then you had these 6 amaretto mince pies. I bet they're nice, but I don't drink, so there we go. And then 6 almond mince pies as well. They look good too. This Lebecken, how do you say that? Don't know. 12-month matured Christmas pudding. They had a big one. They had a small one as well. But people are a lover or a hater of Christmas pudding. These mince pies are crumble pies. Sorry, not mince pies. Apple and salted crumble pies sound delicious, or brandy crumble pies as well. If you don't like mince pies, maybe you could have those. Maybe there's no difference whatsoever. You could get mini mince pies, 9 mini all butter mince pies as well. And then again, you had some mini panettone for one person. If you're making a hamper up for someone, get plain one or chocolate chip one. You get a Christmas pudding. They did have a smaller one of this as well. Marzipan stollen with rum. And then you had marzipan with almond paste and rum, but they were just bites. Christmas cake, luxury all over iced Christmas cake. If you didn't like the icing or marzipan, you could just buy a rich brandy fruit cake. Or you could just buy the bar if you didn't want to buy an actual cake. They had different ones because they were different prices. So depending on what your budget is and whether you like fruit cake. These were marzipan chocolate rounds. These were orange, and they also had the plum and Madeira ones and cherry ones, but they were £4.99 each. You also had these marzipan walnut pralines as well, but a lot of people don't like marzipan. It can be a hit or miss, but in Lidl, marzipan everything. For £1.99, you get these marzipan bites as well, so you could grab those if you wanted. And marzipan logs, this was rum and raisin. And you also had another one, which I think was like pineapple and rum. So if you like marzipan, go there. Almond biscuits, look how many there is for £3.99. And then I don't know what these are. I don't know how to pronounce it. Shapes. I've never tried them. Sorry if I butchered that or upset anyone, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Are they nice? Are they worth trying? Let me know. And these gingerbread biscuits, because I'm tempted because I love gingerbread. Marzipan fruit shapes as well. £1.99 for those. And then also here for £3.99 are different almonds. So these were salted caramel and white chocolate almonds. They also had some candied ones, so just like sweetie caramel kind of ones as well. And they had milk chocolate covered almonds, which I absolutely adore, but very high calorie. Almonds and dark chocolate pralines as well. They look really, really nice. £2.99 for those. So if those something that you would have or you would buy, let me know in the comments. You also had these bonbons, chocolate bonbons with a crispy milk cream filling, sorry. They were £5.49 for these fruit jellies. And it was heavy. It was definitely worth the £5.49. There was a lot in there. And then you had some more of these biscuits. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. But are they nice? Are they worth trying? Because I've never tried them. Peanut clusters, white chocolate. I bet they're delicious. And some more of these bonbons as well. And these are crispy hazelnut filling. I do like hazelnut. And marshmallow Christmas trees. Also for £5.99, you could get these for kids. It's a little teddy and with some chocolate chocolate coins. You had a sheep, you had a penguin that come out of its box, and you had these reindeer antlers as well with lots of coins in too. So if you wanted to get those. Jelly lollies, they were 89p each. You could get a Santa one. I think there was a reindeer one, and I think there was a penguin one and a snowman one as well. They were only 89p. You could also get these chocolates. These were angels and fairies. They were 3.50 each though for the pack, but there's quite a few in there. And you could get Santa ones as well if you wanted to get Santa. Great stocking filler, I guess. Chocolate lollies, I think there was 10 of them altogether. So great to give out to any kids you might have or seeing kids. And these chocolate lollies as well. They had the reindeer and they had the snowman. Chocolate pudding chocolates and sprouts, and then you also had this chocolate money. It was $1.99, but you definitely got your money's worth. There was quite a few in there. Chocolate, again, don't know how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry. And then you had these spiced biscuits, which I'm very tempted to buy because they do look nice. I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know what it is. If you do, let me know in the comments. And is it nice? You could make your own gingerbread train. It had everything you needed in there. So that looked really good, especially to do that on Christmas Eve maybe. And then you also had these medjool dates, white chocolate, dark chocolate and milk chocolate ones. You also had just milk chocolate ones. And I think you also had some caramel ones as well, which I thought was really nice. Caramel and chocolate ones too. You also had these little bases for canapes if you're having a party, and some little mini pastries for hors d'oeuvres if you are doing that. $1.99 each, not too bad really. Again, they got a discount at the moment, so go and check it. And they had reindeer puff pastry ones as well for canapes too, if you want to make it a bit more Christmassy. Biscuit cake with pistachio cream filling. Don't know what they are. Honey nuggets sound delicious. Let me know what they are. Marlenka. Candied orange slices in dark chocolate, and they also had them in lemon. I don't know if I'd like the lemon, but I really would like the orange. And then you had this massive bar of thick milk chocolate with hazelnuts. It just looks really nice. It was £2.79. Great Secret Santa gift maybe. And you also had the Belgian milk chocolate with hazelnut thins as well if you didn't want to get the big bar, and Belgian dark chocolate and ginger thins, £2.25. For $34.99 you can get this big, is it ham? I'm assuming it's ham. $34.99 for that, if that's something you want. And then you got truffles for $3.49. You got nugget. You had some cream truffle filling. You also had, I can't remember what these ones were, latte, whatever truffles, can't pronounce it. And then you had vanilla truffles, and you also had some orange flavoured truffles as well, which look really, really good. These are chocolate pralines, £6.49. Great little gift for someone. And you also had these jam preserves as well, plum and all sorts of ones, $4.99. If you know someone that likes truffles, you could get a truffle set for them for $7.99. So they had quite a few gift sets. This honey gift set as well was $4.99. It had hot honey and vanilla honey as well. I've not seen things like this before, so they were really good in Lidl. And then you had pate, so chicken and turkey, and I think the other one was duck or something. So you had some pate. Drink gifts, you had a vodka gift set. You also had a Guinness gift set as well for $6.99, and you had a few other things. So you had this like lovely cinnamon Christmas tea and orange Christmas tea, and some cinnamon and I don't know what that says tea as well. They were $2.99 for a tin. Again, great little Secret Santa gift, stocking fillers. 3 little mini bottles of whiskey, and also you got the Baileys one as well for $5.99. You could also get the Smirnoff ones too. Again, if you're doing like a little drinks hamper, these are great little gifts to put in there. And these, I think there were 16 pieces of chocolate liqueurs just here, $7.99 for that on the Lidl Plus app. And if you know someone that likes port, you could get them 3 little bottles of port as well for $4.99. Also had this rum, Captain Morgan's mini bottle and glass, and you also had Kraken. I think that's rum. I'm going to assume that's rum. Kraken rum, yeah, $7.99 for that. And then you get these little bottles of rum as well if you wanted those. They are $5.99. Some rosé. as well, with a little glass or some shot glasses, and some more whiskey bottles and glasses as well. You could also get gin for £5.99 if you like gin. Moving on to some shortbread selection, all butter shortbread for £3.49. Gotta love shortbread. Thornton's, milk chocolates, truffle Toblerones. You could also get the Malteser truffles as well if you like Malteser truffles. White, dark and milk chocolate ones just there. Brandy snaps, out every Christmas. Some Bailey's cream whips, so they look nice. Gillian and Ferrero Rocher. It was £5.25 for that Ferrero Rocher, just there. And then obviously the Gillian chocolates are £3.99 as well. You get some Reese's in a tin, lots of different Reese's. You could get Bailey's chocolate truffles and Guinness chocolate truffles if you wanted those. Bailey's salted caramel creams, a Tango selection box, M&M selection box as well. And then you could get a Malteser one and this big Cadbury button selection box too. Orange, white, milk and caramel. And then you got the Lily O'Brien's dessert collection and the marzipan power line if you really like marzipan. Celebration bags, Reese's peanut butter selection boxes and the Nestle selection boxes as well, and the Galaxy ones too. And you could also get the Smarties and Milky Bar white chocolate selection box. Over to the freezer, almost there. Range of different turkeys, ranging at all different prices. But in this one, they actually had a goose. So someone commented about there's no goose, but there is one in Lidl for £26.99. Red cabbage with apple, dried cranberries and spices. And you can also get the carrot baubles and this 2 vegan melt in the middle nut roast, which I actually want to try because it looks really, really good. And you could also get the vegan sausage and cranberry reef. So if you are having a vegan Christmas, you can get some stuff in Lidl. And then you've got for £12.99 a venison stuffed joint as well. Never tried venison. Turkey breast joint, just a plain one. Or you could get a stuffing one with bacon over the top. And then we're moving on to some party-ish food. So some potato gratins, lots of different ones there. And then you've got the black forest flavoured cheesecake and the white chocolate and gingerbread flavoured cheesecake, pavlova stacks, and the party food just here if you are having like party food the next day on Boxing Day, which most people do, or even if you are having a New Year party, you could go and stock up on the party food now, or you can wait till after Christmas and get them in the sale because they're trying to get rid of them in the yellow stickers. So that is everything in Lidl. They didn't really have a lot of freezer stuff, so I'll leave you to keep looking at all the party foods that they did have. But there were a good selection of them. If you liked today's video, then don't forget to give me a like and a thumbs up so I know that you've enjoyed it. Also share it with friends so they can see what's in Lidl before they go and buy anything in there. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. I've got one more shop to show you, which is Aldi, and that will be out next week. And then that is all my shops done for 2025. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that last show around the shop of Christmas that I've been doing. I really am appreciative of you watching. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day and good evening. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.